Dude, did you have to wait till we were live to open that?
Yeah, had to wait.
What a dick.
All right. So, Dead Box episode, not sure. Oh, Vladimir Bon is up in this bitch. So, we are starting just like a few minutes off schedule just because Jacob Loader's not here yet. That's all right.
I'll comment on that for the, increasingly 10 people now. We're set 2.
Yeah, that's what happens. They get
I'm usually the late one, and this time I was late, but I wasn't the latest.
Sorry for the mess in the background, even though it's always fucking random in the background.
He's not.
All right, so first things first, if you guys are watching this live, add us up on Team Insanity PB on Snapchat. It's spelled just like the YouTube channel name, Team Insanity PB. Add us on that if you guys want to call in and ask us questions. And yeah, we'll answer them live. Nick is already busting into the snacks.
This video is sponsored by Cheez-Its White Cheddar.
Why does Jake look like a St. Jude kid?
so slick haired.
So add us up on that. If you're not watching it live, you guys can still add us. I'll still add you back. And essentially what you can do is it's just kind of like live updates, like what we're doing. Like sometimes and a lot of times it's not paintball related. I try to, just post random shit sometimes to veer off track of paintball because it's always paintball. So it's nice to see what people do, in their free time. So,
while you're waiting, let us know what your favorite snack is in the comments.
One of the first questions that just popped up, what do you guys think of hater marmalade sauce? Honestly, have you ever used marmalade?
I've stolen yours once.
Solid. Stolen mine. Marmalade is a solid grease. That's where I'd put it. I'd say it's grease. It's not lube. Use it for your regulators. Oh, dude, white cheddar is the best. Don't even get the fuck out of here, bro.
Wow. They have each their own.
But grease for sure. It's definitely more. It's not an oil, and it's not. I mean, it's a lube, but I wouldn't use it on my normal markers at all. I would maybe use it if I was like playing in the Arizona desert or like really, really hot climates, like 100 degrees at most, if you're having consistency issues with some of your other lubes. But of course, yeah, hater sauce is obviously going to be the better one. Marmalade's too thick, unless if you're really going to under lube it. If you can get really carried away really fast with it. So I'd suggest not using it. Use it on your regs. It's a long lasting lube. I've had my hater marmalade for probably 8 or 9 years now, and I still have the same container. It's because I only use it for my regs, and I use it all the time for my regs. But how often do you maintenance your regulator? Fucking never. So
do you use your hater sauce for anything else? Or could you use your hater sauce for anything else?
You can use hater sauce for anything. Hater sauce is great for guns that have bolt stick and first shot drop off. Fucking fantastic for that. I enjoy hater sauce, but I've always had for like the past few years I've been really on this Dow 33 and sleek train. And Dow 33 is fantastic. Hater sauce is very, very similar to Dow 33, but yeah, I really like the consistency of Dow 33 since we're talking about lube. Yeah, overall, Dow 33 and hater sauce are like solid plays to go. I'm gonna make more rubber band, dude.
Yeah,
add on to that rubber band.
I got it.
Get the same rubber. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a tradition every time if one of these happens. I'm gonna add to the rubber.
Which tournament paint is better, HK or Defy? Well, if I had to take a guess, if Defy is as good at making their paint as they are making their markers, I would go with the HK paint. Now, anyways, transitioning into talking about the Defy paint and Defy company, we are going to be talking about some of the best paintball companies and the worst paintball companies.
You want to give them a sneak peek where Defy stands?
So I'm going to say, Nick, what would you say is your least favorite company, the worst company?
You should go first because that's a toughie.
Let us know if you guys can hear that droning in the background.
Yeah.
So I can definitely turn that off. It's behind a closed door, but man, everyone's still talking about the fucking hater sauce, which term Dow 30 and 33 have a pretty big difference. 33 is more fine than 30. Correct, yeah. Dow hater sauce is a little bit, yeah. People are like saying GOG and Shocker. Not Big Bob. Put Defy definitely at the bottom.
Yeah, that's the one we had problems with at Lone Wolf, right?
In general, Defy. And now, if I had to say what would you say is your all-time like worst paintball company?
I would say I've used the Spider a few times.
Spider?
I was not satisfied.
I just keeps on saying Brass Eagle makes the best paintball markers.
How can you compare the two? Because that's like a $20 marker. We're talking about like...
No, they're pretty bad. He's just saying they're best.
Oh, oops. I misread that.
So, okay, so for personal
used guns or just in general?
In general, or both.
We'll bracket it off.
Or both.
Do personal first.
Okay, so what was your personal worst?
The Spider.
The Spider. So you would place the Spider below your Zodin?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See? Oh, there comes Lone Wolf in with the Zodin. Ooh! Okay, so Lone Wolf, I know it's probably Mark. I'm going to do you one better. So here's the thing. I'm going to go right out into it. I'm going to say Machine is by far the worst paintball company in the game.
Gun, go-to gun?
Yeah. No. What did he liked? Vanguard.
Machine Vapor, like
the Machine Vapor.
I know what it is, yeah.
So Machine, the reason why I place Machine below a Zodin, I will give a Zodin that they are better than Machine because of one reason. Machine sold the shittiest gun on the market, arguably like one of the shittiest guns on the market, but they sold it for $1,500 fucking dollars. So a Zodin at least knows their place. At least a Zodin just like, all right, our guns are shit. We know they're shit. We're gonna sell them at like no more than $200. Machine came out and they're like, wow, like this fucking sucks. Like we're just gonna sell for $1,500 anyways. Like. So I place Machine in that. I put them at the very, very worst. A Zodin. What? What are you doing?
I was gonna say we should move it over to the comments because you're always looking at the comments.
Oh.
You're not looking at the camera, but not to interrupt.
My Zodin, Zodin pump. That's actually a solid pump.
KP3.
Art Machine trying to come out with a new gun. Vladimir, they are. That's probably not Tony. That's most likely not Tony. At this time, Tony's probably getting this kid ready for bed.
Being a dad.
That Tony's most likely on dad duty right now. At this point, it's probably Mark. If I had to take a guess, I don't see Joe watching this at the moment. That's definitely a Mark comment. But, anyways,
so are you done?
Okay, so I said one really bad one.
So I'm not fully aware of how bad it was, but remember the Cyborg guns? They all had board issues, and they would send out a board.
That was MacDev. That's MacDev. The Cyborg 6s.
Yeah. And then they sent out new boards, and the new boards like didn't work with like the rag or something, or they screwed with the rag. I can't remember specifics, but it was something like that. They sent you a new board, and it screwed something else up.
They had MacDev goober guns. The MacDev, okay, so here's the thing about MacDev. MacDev is like, they're sort of like almost I feel like they're like a cult in paintball. Like the people that buy them will like just do nothing but literally trash. Like they're so blind to everything else around them that they literally just trash and talk so much shit about everything but MacDev. Like, they're all right. Like, they're not like the best guns in the world. Like, there's worse that you can shoot than MacDev. But like, MacDev is the Russian government. Putin, yeah, Putin probably is MacDev. And like, the thing is, like, MacDev, like, I would definitely place them sort of near the bottom, but they still make some guns that shoot semi-decent. They still have some problems every now and then. Yeah, the MacDev, like, they don't have like any crazy cool technology. Like, I could shoot one if I had to. Like, if I was sponsored and being paid money to shoot it, I could shoot it. But, like, that's about it. What the fuck is up, dude?
We already started. You can't join midway through.
I don't want to join it.
All right, so...
I didn't think you did.
Jacob, what would you say... Oh, Frosty's coming in. Frosty's definitely on one of my bottoms.
Frosty.
Hey, fuck yourself.
You got the big ones.
Yeah, go hit up the one on the left.
Dude, can I have one too?
One on the left.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the one on your right.
Can I have one?
No, In the drawer, the ones on the right. Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay, cool.
Can you grab me one too, please?
there should be smaller ones. Look at the ones in the back.
I
Yeah.
got one. You're just gonna insert yourself like that and just ask for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have them.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Red Bulls are fucking expensive.
I need one. I've gotten like 3 hours sleep for
Hey,
the past like
listen,
5 nights.
I have one a week. That's like nothing.
Fair enough. So, Jacob, what would
Thanks,
you
my
say? What would you say would be like one of the worst paintball companies that you could think of? I don't have any right now.
Gun-wise.
Yeah, just like paintball manufacturer. We've been talking a lot about guns. Hey, you got to close that fucking curtain, bro, or else the light kind of
Alright,
throws it
give me a
off.
second.
But after, ooh, Curtis.
Are you talking about
Oh.
the guns that like I just don't like, or are you talking about like in terms
Company.
of like the
company? Yeah,
itself?
company wise.
I
Yeah,
s-
like
I said Spider. He said MacDev.
I said machine, and
Machine,
we were
machine.
talking about MacDev. Like they're not the worst, they're not the best. They're just kind of like they float along.
I probably would have said Spider too. Not in terms of like the thing with Spider is I don't think they deserve like that title of like company because they're just kind of like they're like a lesser
Like cheap,
Tippmann.
yeah, they're low end company.
What
But
would you
with
do more,
Machine,
a
they
Zodin
just
or
straight up-
Spider?
Oh, neither.
No, like which one would you place lower? Would you place Spider lower, or would you place a Zodin lower?
Oh, I'd probably put Spider lower than.
Really, you'd place Spider
My
lower than a
man.
Zodin?
Oh,
All right,
Oh.
all right,
Mm.
all right.
Hey,
Okay,
you want to add to this?
No, I don't.
okay.
But I like I said, I don't think Spider deserves that. I do think Machine does, just because like the shit that they put out is just kind of ass in the terms of.
Yeah, they put out like 1 to 2 pieces of shit, and they
I
sold it at
switched
the
my
highest.
answer. I don't think Spider deserves it. I think Machine rather.
Yeah, but other than Machine, okay. So
Spider just has that like. Okay. Now that I think about it, I think Spider gets a lot of hate that they don't deserve. I'm
Spider
doing a
gets shit on,
I'm doing
bro.
a complete 180.
He's doing a devil's advocate move right now.
I think that Spider does get shut on now, and because I just walked
By
in
the
here
overall
shitting on
community.
I just walked in here shitting on Spider,
And you didn't
and I
even
did
know
a
we were
quick
talking about.
reflection, thinking that I don't think they really deserve it
You
that
did a
much.
quick reflection.
Yeah, because I don't know, they're like Tippmann, just not as good, but they're still trying. It's not like they're pulling like bad like company shit. Like they're just like they're doing their own thing. When was the last time you heard a Spider doing something weird? They don't, because they're
They
just
don't.
there. And I don't know. I think
Okay.
their guns kind of suck, but because they're that lower end shit, and you just might as well get a Tippmann.
Yeah, I do have a question for you though.
We had some people agreeing with that.
Um,
Spiders suck.
everyone is
They
agreeing.
suck, but I don't think the company deserves it.
Overall,
I take back my shitting on them.
Spider is Stephen Hawking on LSD. Okay, so there is one person though that is asking. I think it was Curtis. Curtis was up
Sly.
here.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah. What do you think about Sly, bro? Overall, as a company.
See, I don't know
Sly?
about them as a company. I know about their goods.
Okay, so like I have a Sly pack,
Hmm.
and the thing is like
I have them.
it's not amazing, but it's like it's all
Let
right.
me complete that thought.
It's like,
As someone who would own multiple Sly clothings, and I had Sly profits, by the way.
terrible fucking
Hey,
mask.
It's not-
Lewis
it
is
wasn't
backing you up.
amazing.
He said Sly Goggles are okay.
They're fine. They did their
Okay.
job. Sly is
They
just
look
kind
cool.
of, I think, as Jake put it, he was thinking, is it?
It was
just kind-
mediocre.
They're just kind of there.
They're
and
just
They're
mediocre.
not great. They're okay.
I'd play Sly below MacDev for sure.
Mhm. It's just something.
sure.
It's a company that has like smaller, lower standards.
Right.
Like you want to go there, like
You
I
don't
don't
see
know.
it now. It's all Belkin
Yeah, I
shit.
want to go buy a shirt and then go brag like, "Yo, check out the Sly." It'd be like, "Hey, man, cool Sly shirt." Like, thanks.
All
I
right,
got it
so-
at the thrift store.
I'm gonna do you one better. I'm good. I'm gonna do you one better.
I haven't eaten in probably many hours.
Same.
So, would you say Spider is worse than Defy?
No.
Really, you'd take Defy over Spider?
Oh wait, no, I'm taking Spider over Defy.
So you would rather have?
Oh.
So you'd rather shoot a Spider than a Defy D3S?
Yeah, I didn't like the
100%.
Yeah,
I'm
I
the
thought it was bad.
same exact way. Defy is a fucking terrible company.
Yep.
They need to 100%. They need to like figure some shit out for sure.
Because there's nothing bad This is an interesting self-reflection on Spider.
I don't want to make it
There's
sound.
nothing really bad about Spider, honestly, other than they're just like cheap guns.
I don't want to make it sound biased, but I think Defy definitely. That one slipped my mind. I remember we did the torture test with the Spider, and it held up surprisingly longer than we would have thought of.
Remember the Spider though, how it just worked all the time.
That's-
Dude, the Spider did really. I mean,
That Spider Ego Aggressor.
okay.
Do we have a subject? for
So
this?
yeah, we're talking about bad paintball companies and good paintball companies.
Oh, okay.
So, all right. What about Dangerous Power? Where would you rank them? So right now we have. I think we've
Yeah, what's
all.
your rank? What's
I
your
think we've unanimously agreed that that Machine was the worst, just because straight up they made like the worst marker and sold it for the highest price. Like it was the biggest fucking flop
Yep.
ever, 100%, like
And
ever.
not take your money and dip out.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and they scammed people like so hard. Because remember they were saying, oh, if you pre-order, if you buy this gun, then you get the machine hopper. Fucking no one saw that hopper.
Who Defy?
Yeah, and now it's the GI Sports LVL, and that's also a fucking terrible hopper, by the way. Still, which we'll get to in a second. Where did PMI ever run off to? Anyhow, they're there. So where would you? So we have Machine at the bottom, and
Defy.
Defy the bottom.
Defy.
You probably
And then
Machine above it.
I would
probably.
say Spider, and then
I would say
then-
personally, I would say
I'll put Defy, then like Machine, then Spider. And then-
you're gonna put Defy below Machine.
No. Yeah, no. Defy was at the bottom.
No, 100% Machine's at the bottom, bro, because
they charge like
they've charged $1,500
You're
for
talking
a
about
mark.
the gun or the company?
The company and
Oh,
gun,
okay.
like just
Oh, you're
overall.
talking overall.
Yeah, I mean they
charge like 10 times the price of Defy.
right. At least Defy again, like they were selling a $300 marker, but at least they sort of knew their place. Like, hey, this gun's shit, and like we're not gonna. I mean, they kind of overcharging, but kind of not.
Oh, okay.
So then we have like a Zodin and Spider kind of there at the bottom competing.
And
Where would you place Dangerous Power within those companies? Because obviously, I think we can all agree.
I'd play some if we're just so
I'd
we're
put 'em-
considering Spider, Defy, Machine, and what was the other one?
See, and then we
I
have
would
like
put Dangerous Power above all of them.
I would definitely do that too.
Yeah.
Dangerous Power made
Because
some
Dangerous
shit
Power
guns.
games, I'm not. Dangerous Power has been. I mean, they're good beginner like level guns for getting into speedball. Like you had your G4.
I had my
The
G4.
G5 was
G4 was terrible, but honestly, I'm glad that I bought
yeah.
the G4.
Like I say the same thing about the Mini. If we're gonna talk about
Oh, we're getting there.
okay,
But
Because
I
the
like
Mini,
the G4.
I rank with the Dangerous Power in terms of that. Like it's really good for getting the speedball.
the original, I placed the Dangerous Power G4 above the Mini.
Oh yeah,
What
yeah.
about
That
your,
was me.
Your Fusion
And that's
packs?
a big
Oh, that's
does
Dangerous
ANS does ANS Gear count as a company? If so, ANS Gear.
less than Machine.
I
Um,
completely forgot about it. That, yeah, Nick. Nick brought remember my Dangerous Power Fusion FX?
Yeah.
Did you sell it to Tanner?
I still have it.
Oh, you
Still have it?
It's sitting in my back.
So
Bro.
funny story about
It's just
that.
got a leak.
Remember how I put on
But
They
it never
leak.
worked. It never worked.
They don't, but the thing
How
is
many
like
times
you
did you
learn
see
how
me
to tech
play
your
with
shit.
that?
Very little.
Yeah.
You very little. A very little amount of time.
I saw you twist the trigger back and forth. When
Oh
you
yeah, it's
shot.
got the cool.
The trigger was
reverse- It's
gimmicky.
got the switchblade.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's a cool idea, but it was
Yeah.
just poorly executed. It was
Because it
very
was
poorly
so- it was
executed.
so
And the gun
wobbly.
looked pretty cool, like milling wise though.
Overall, yes. And by the way, at the
Yeah.
Snapchat, we definitely had some people going in on Snapchat. Don't worry, we'll get to your calls. We'll definitely get to that.
So
Hey,
funny-
by the way, Joe Rogan and Wiz Khalifa did a podcast together. Yeah, he just got uploaded.
That's cool. Check
so
Gonna watch that after this.
kind of an old story about your Fusion. Remember how I put on PB Nation to sell it for you?
No.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like people like there's a few comments here and there, and then like a year and a half later, somebody commented on it's still for sale.
Hey, it is. Hey,
Dude, you
I'm
should've
telling
said
Dangerous
yes.
Power. It
You
leaks.
100% should have said yes. High times,
It
8
worked
9.
when you were
Don't
selling
worry,
it,
Big
though.
Bob. We know Flint, Michigan, bro. Good old Joe Rogan. So, anyways,
Dangerous Power.
we got
is the number one.
Katie in the
asteroid.
background over here getting her drink ready. Anyways, so okay, yeah,
What
I
business-
can.
What company are we talking about now?
We were on Dangerous Power. So
Yeah.
overall, I would say I'm glad that I started with the dangerous power because that gun was so finicky and it made me have to learn how to sort of take care of my shit because I never took care of anything. I never took. I never took care of anything, and that gun you had to fucking tech. Like if you didn't lube it, it was gonna leak. Like if you didn't take care of it after every day, it was a good gun to get in the habit of. And then you had a mini, which you didn't necessarily have to, and then everything broke.
Down, really.
But then everything broke, and then it fucking once it broke, it broke. Like it was donezo.
Then we pulled it apart, and this those are Tiberius. Never mind.
Okay, Tiberius rusted from the inside.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, Brass Eagle's pretty bad, but the thing is,
my mini was fine until it was not fine, and then it was never fine.
See, Frost said the same thing. G3 taught me how to tech and take care of my gear 100%. Dangerous Power made stuff that was shitty, but it was shitty if you didn't take care of it. Like, you couldn't neglect any of your products.
See, I would think that Zodin started me off the right way of how not to take care of your stuff and just be totally fine.
Fuck you.
Throw it in the box and then just get it out the next time and it worked. Put some oil on the
What do you guys think about the Planet Eclipse? EMEC, solid. Don't worry, we're getting there. Dynasty or Heat? Dynasty or Heat? I mean, they're both really fun teams to watch. I'm not partial to either of those teams. Machine also promised a new hopper. Yep, we talked about that.
Hey, was it Machine that released that really shitty hopper to where if you waved in front of it, it would turn on. So when you had it in your bag, it would constantly turn on.
That is the GI Sports LVL. But GI Sports fixed two things on it. They fixed the stupid waving thing, and then they fixed the integrity of overall the cone. But they still didn't fix it because it still falls apart and it still breaks easily. Miles is here. Yeah, and it still sounds like a fucking pencil sharpener. It still smells. It's still a fucking pencil sharpener. I'll see you boys later. Jake, gonna make anybody
mods? Are you gonna make anybody mods of the chat? Because if so, I got you.
Okay, I bet.
You make people mods.
Yeah, I think so. We should all know about our guns and how to work on them and learn. Yeah. Anyways.
I disagree.
So Jacob's the complete opposite.
I disagree.
So let's talk about what we would consider the best paintball companies. What would you say, Nick? Since you were here first.
I would say the bottom of the best category would be Proto.
What?
Hot take.
Where is he coming from?
What's up, lads? Coming from.
That's Canada.
Oh, Canuck. Oh,
hey, I remember that name.
I see.
I see. Friends with him on
Jason
Facebook.
Freeman. Yeah.
Country,
I thought he was trying to make a Borat reference. Where's Borat from?
Oh, that's
Kukistan or something like cuckold.
Kukistan.
Who'd you place at the top? I already know what you're gonna say. Planet Eclipse.
No, actually, it wasn't.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know. There's a couple in my mind that are like right there.
All right. So you want to come back to you?
Yeah.
All right.
But
you say die. Okay. So why do you say die?
I just so I only own one die gun right now, and that's my NT11. But that's probably one of my favorite guns I have ever shot because it's so fun to play with. And the consistency of Dye's guns with the M series and the NT series, I don't know, the DMs, like all of those ones, they're just all good guns.
And this guy doesn't really have any guns
I have
or anything
one
in
NT11,
general.
but this is me speaking that I've gotten my hands on a fair share of Dye's guns. There was consistently good guns.
By the way, not sponsored. This video, we have no sponsors. We're not partial
Just
to any company.
I think they're gonna think it.
Miles, what's up? Yeah,
they're definitely gonna think we're sponsored.
Kurt Woods.
It's Harry Potter. Look, it's Harry Potter. Where's your scarf, dude?
So after this live stream, by the way, we have Kurt Woods here. Kurt Woods we're gonna turn this podcast show like we said in the first few podcasts that we're gonna start working on setting it up more professionally where we have more cameras and better quality cameras and more microphones so we can switch between that kind of stuff. He's gonna be if you guys watch for instance one of the more exciting podcasts that a lot of people watch is the Joe Rogan Experience. He's going to be like our Jamie. So he's going to be our tech guy. He doesn't know a lot about paintball, but he's going to be sitting in the background. Okay. Cool. He's going to be sitting in the back. Yeah,
I don't need that many. I don't need that many. I'm not taking that. I will not accept.
So.
Yeah, you got it. No, they're getting everywhere.
Anyways, so I'm going to place.
But hold on, before you go to that,
Yes.
like I said,
You
Dye
can just take
was
a
like
seat next to Katie for now.
Dye was my favorite company in terms of like actual guns, but RSX with the Shocker or the Shocker series, like those guns, and I don't know, I really enjoy my Shocker. So,
Fair enough.
but that's the thing. That's the only thing I enjoy is the Shocker.
Okay. So,
All right, I'm gonna get mine in before you sound biased.
all right.
I'll let you be the biased sounding one.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
All right, we already know what you're gonna say.
What am I gonna say?
Die.
You don't know that. I haven't said anything. All right, go ahead.
It's gonna be die, or isn't it change it up because we said that now? I would say
Second place.
die and Planet Eclipse are on the same level.
Why would you say they're on the same level?
I just like each of them equally, and performance-wise, I mean, I haven't had any issues in my LV one, but you don't like it at all.
Cletus is
And I do
gone.
like
He's
the
in
M3.
Alabama with those abortion laws.
I used M3 a couple times, and I really liked it.
Okay.
Used the Geo.
So
couple
if
times.
you had to pick a company right now, you're going to be sponsored by said company, and you can only shoot that for the 2019 season. Who are you going to shoot? Dye? What company are you going to use overall? Dye or Planet Eclipse?
Planet.
Okay, so you place. That's what we need to know. So Nick places Planet at the top, and I'm going to place Dye at the top. And the reason why,
Shocker.
bear with me, bear with me. And the reason why I'm going to put Dye at the top is because they legitimately make everything. They make everything, and they do a fantastic job at making everything that they make. They don't have like consistency issues. So like let's step away from guns. Let's talk about the i5.
But we're talking about guns, though.
We're just talking about companies in general.
All right, now we're talking about companies.
I mean, we've been talking about companies. I mean, we've just been ragging on guns because those are easy.
I mean, it's just a big
Because we talked about
manufacturer.
Sly earlier.
I mean,
Yeah,
if that case, I would change it to die because I like die soft goods.
exactly.
Cool,
So
alright.
if we're gonna talk about everything, Die 100. Okay, yeah, Big Bob. I 100% man. Die speed feeds do suck. They're fucking garbage,
You get
bro.
the virtue speed feed.
I was like, the
Die does have tanks, but it's not in America at the moment because it's a bladder tank and it can't pass the standards here. It's a big thing. You can read about it on PB Nation. But anyways, I place Die because the i5s are fantastic. The rotor, the R2 is a lot better than the original rotor. I have to say
it is.
it is.
It
It's
can stand
definitely
up to
better.
a fire for
Objectively
sure.
speaking.
Yeah, the R2 is definitely they made improvements from the original rotor. I think that they need to come out with another one. The other reason why I placed that at the top is their soft goods are fucking indestructible. And they're absolutely amazing. Yeah, Austin Tippmann's literally the best paintball gun company. If you want a gun that's literally just going to shoot nonstop, but you're not going to go play a tournament with a Tippmann. So we're looking at overall well-rounded companies. If I'm a field owner and I have to pick out rental guns, yeah, obviously Tippmann's the best, but that's not what we're talking about. We're just talking about best overall. The other thing is with Die is like they don't go off like crazy suing people. You know what I mean? Like they don't go out there just fucking every other company.
Yeah.
They're always up with the other manufacturers. They're always producing great products with other manufacturers.
Do they copy other manufacturers?
No, Dye's had a lot of original shit. Like, who else has an iPipe other than Machine that was trying to steal the iPipe? No other company does that. There's no other companies that has like a UL grip frame. The grip frame that Dye has is very proprietary. There's no other grip frames really out on the market that are like that. There's not many other spool valve guns that have the design of the Dye bolts. They're completely different. They are different. That's what I really, really like.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
so
all right.
so Nick, you'd place Die first and then
I
Planet
guess you're
second.
Yeah, considering everything that
If we're
the company
talking
has to
overall
offer,
company.
considering everything the company has to offer, I
Okay,
would
but
say
if you're
Die.
talking guns, if you're talking markers, you'd obviously put Paintball or Planet first.
I mean, yeah, I like the Geo.
If
and
I'm
I
talking,
won a lot.
That's
if I'm
respectful.
talking about markers, we
Shocker.
just got guns in mind. I'd put Die as number one. Number two, which is a close number two, would be Bob Long.
Interesting.
Mhm.
So Field 1 now.
What?
It's Field 1. Yeah, Bob Long, Field 1,
no,
owned by
he doesn't
HK
make
Army.
it- I mean, he's not making anything anymore. But
Which, okay. So would you put, since it's Bob Long, would you put HK Army as your number 2?
wait, what?
Would you put, So if you
I
have
said
die
Bob
as
Long
number
was
one,
Bob Long was my.
which
number
is
two.
owned by HK.
Are they owned by HK now?
Yeah, they're Field One.
Oh.
Field One and HK, same thing.
Yeah, but
HK's producing their shit.
How many
Where have you been?
markers have they produced since then?
Nothing.
I'm just talking about
They haven't
Bob
done
Long's
anything.
guns.
So
Yeah, not the HK.
So it's not
one.
HK. Yeah.
It's it's the same shit. HK hasn't changed anything but milling on it.
Well,
All
that's
those,
the
all
thing,
those Bob
because
Long.
I want
Here come the H. Here come the
I want to put
H's.
HK anywhere in that because the only reason I like HK is because of their soft goods and their banana scented paintballs.
And their
That's
snow
it.
pants.
And it's not really, but
I would put
they just
personally.
have cool look. And the thing is that the quality of their shit isn't always even good. I think HK has consistency issues with their quality, but it just looks cool.
They built their company around the younger generation.
Mm-hmm.
Personally,
Okay,
yes, I would put. For me, it's gonna be a toss up between HK and Planet Eclipse for
cool
number
stuff.
two.
For number two.
For number two.
Oh,
for
just
number
company
two.
overall, or
Yeah.
All right. So gun wise, then.
Gun wise,
what
I'm gonna.
HK produce.
nothing. They just remill things.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's Field One, so technically it's the VCOM, it's the G6R, it's
Maybe
that
now
kind of
it
stuff.
is, but in the past, how many years? 10 years.
Oh, nothing. They have
Yeah.
not. Mark Crescent and the HK Army guys. They don't have a person designing guns exclusively for
They
HK.
just take the gun
Their
and they
clothing
HK
brand.
remill it,
Right.
And then they resell it. For
Yeah, the Force is solid. Why is it solid? Because it's a Bob Long gun. That's exactly what he was saying. And I agree. Bob Long makes some fantastic guns. And the thing is like
His guns are the most interesting.
they're the
All-
most
They're so
interesting.
unique.
And they're still relevant today. They haven't changed in like 7 or 8 years. When Bob was making guns, they were on a different fucking level. No one thought when the VCOM and the VIS and the Rippers and all these guns came out where you could shoot it as a poppet and a spool, where you could pay $1,500 and get two guns for the price of one. Like that fucking blew my mind. I was like, wow, this is absolutely incredible. And they would obviously you can get them to shoot under different conditions. So you didn't have to change. You didn't have to like, oh, I have to buy a second gun. Oh, like when you own a Lux, like for instance, when you own a Lux 2.0, you can't just own a Lux 2.0. You just fucking can't. Like there's just no way. They're inconsistent.
What are you saying?
I'm saying the revolutionary design of what Bob Long came out with at the time was crazy, and it was awesome.
Oh yeah,
Pop
because
Band
they
is cool.
still people still use them all
And
the
if he
time.
was-
He hasn't made a gun. I mean, like you said, you still see G6Rs,
MXL.
you still see the VCOM. You own a VCOM. You still see Rippers.
Yep.
It's their guns have
They're
just like
still relevant.
stood the test of time.
Anyone want to
and
buy a Clone 5?
people still shoot them.
Right,
And
100%.
because they're and the big thing is because they are consistent, they're reliable, they're fun to shoot, which is important in terms of just I don't know. I love shooting my G6R,
So
and they're the amount of like fine tunage you can do to them and like how you can like tweak them is great.
personally, I would place HK Army at my third. I would
Because of Bob's ownership now. Ownership over Bob now.
no,
Or
I
his clothing.
just over everything. They've definitely stepped up their quality of goods. Not all their stuff is like
Yeah.
my favorite. They've definitely stepped up. Like their soft goods don't rip all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
their
didn't-
pants
didn't
are
your
all right.
rip?
yeah, but I slid on Con.
But yeah, his pants lasted
asking
for a
for
long
it.
time.
I've had
But-
those
And his pants are ripped, and the other knee still isn't ripped.
But
Yeah.
haven't you slid on concrete with your Exalt pants, which is way
Yeah,
cheaper?
Exalt's crazy. Exalt is awesome.
It's like half the
Exalt's
price
Yeah,
almost.
awesome.
see, I love my HK pants. The fact that they're ripped and I still
but
wear them.
those are the old HK
yeah,
pants. If we're
and
talking
I've
about
had
the
those for
newer
like
shit,
5 years and I still wear
Yeah,
them.
I got a new pair.
if we're talking about the newer shit, HK has definitely stepped up their production.
You know what? Mine
quality.
ripped after the washing machine. I washed them and it hang dried them.
That
They
is
ripped.
true. Yeah,
They just
yours
came
did rip.
apart.
I personally would say Plenty Eclipse is definitely at least number 2. You just Plenty Eclipse makes great shit. I mean, you just can't count them out. Plenty Eclipse makes some fantastic fucking gear. Their guns always shoot. They do have soft goods. They're kind of not relevant. Like you don't see a lot of people wearing Plenty Eclipse pads. I mean, you do, but like a lot of people are going to be wearing Exalt pads and that kind of stuff, or like the Bunker King pads.
The only thing I see really of Planet is just their guns.
It's
Like,
straight
I don't
guns.
see a lot of people
But
wear the soft.
Plenty Eclipse does one thing that's great, and they stick to it. Like they don't try to go outside. Like I would love to see Plenty Eclipse try to make a mask and a hopper, and I feel like they just don't because they're just good at making guns. Like just straight
Well,
up. Like that's
plus,
it.
Plus, you're going into a market as a company that's never produced a mask,
Right.
and you're competing with companies that have been producing masks for like,
Crazy mask.
how
I know, but
years.
I'd be very curious to see
for
what
a
kind of
pretty
mask they
decent
make.
price.
I don't know. I like it when companies like HK
Yeah.
like
Paintball.
Obviously, they've been doing it
what's
for a
Brad
bit,
doing right now?
but
Paintball ruined my life.
HK just branched
What
out
the fuck is he
multiple years
doing?
ago and started doing all that random
You know
shit.
what?
What?
We play all the older Lone Wolf dudes are all Bob Long fanboys, like Bob or
Yeah.
Rob and Chris. So
All of them. Scotty, Bruce, all of them. Chris,
they despise HK Army. I wonder how they
It's a
feel about
younger
it.
person thing.
Now they own it. I wonder if they're gonna.
What's he streaming? We should
See what I'm
should
saying?
try to
Ah,
do like a
yes.
double stream. We
Who's
should
streaming?
Paintball ruin my life.
Oh, is
I
it?
think we have more subscribers than him though. I'm not sure, but that doesn't matter. I'm not too worried about that. He's a good guy. Let's tell Brad to stop to stop streaming. And I mean, it's whatever. He's doing his thing. This is going to be happening pretty much probably every Thursday. I think we've kind of figured out.
Yeah. Okay. What about
Where would you place
we're-
Falcon?
Oof.
Definitely above
Um,
Empire.
I would.
Oh
place
no,
Falcon.
I would place Empire above Falcon.
Didn't
100%.
Falcon release a gun recently, but it was more like a machine?
They haven't produced any high end marker. That's why I'm saying Falcon.
Yeah, but what they released recently? There was like a mid-range
Oh, I forgot about
gun.
the fucking Empire.
But it was like a
guns.
machine.
Yeah.
It was
Forgot
like
about all the Empire
something.
shit, didn't you?
Yeah, I was
But
thinking
why
about
did you
soft goods.
But why did you forget about all the Empire stuff?
Because I haven't seen anything about them.
Well, exactly. What is something good that Empire has produced in the last 5 years?
Nothing. I mean, they haven't done shit. So
No.
nothing.
Okay, so you have the Vanquish 1.5 that came out. Where's my Vanquish at? What's up, Jacob? Is my Vanquish over there?
They came out with the Vanquish, and then a year later, not even, they came out with the 1.5.
Well, yeah, because they had to fix the few things that happened on the 1.5. So let's look at the Vanquish 2.0 GT, right? So yeah, the Vanquish GT.
Okay, people are saying Empire released EVS.
Okay,
which
the
is cool,
EVS
but
It's
it
a
was,
fucking mass that's overly big. Like, yeah, but they came out with that like 3 years ago, and the EVS is stupid big. It doesn't fit on half the people's heads.
EVSs. Okay, the thing with EVSs
They're
is
fucking
they're
dangerous.
horrible to
They
play
look
with.
like
They're
the
bad to play
Virtue
with, but
Bios, too.
for someone
Right.
who refs, I think they're a great mask. But the EVS is one of the only masks that's ever actually fallen off my face while I've been playing. I've never had a mask do that.
100%.
I've been using I4s, I5s, grills. For some reason, I use the EVSs because they're just so
Proflexes,
big and they're so
E-flexes.
heavy. When I
I
went to go into a bunker, my mask went flying
I
off.
will stand by the statement, and I've said it several times. The NXL had to enforce the chin strap rule because of the EVSs.
Mhm.
Go back and watch the video of Trevor Reeser's fucking mask taking off. It didn't just fall. It doesn't like get knocked, because we've all like had a bad dive where like you take a fall and like your lens pop, or like your mask pops up a little bit, but it still normally
No, I mean,
stays.
when the EVSs go
When
off,
they go, they're a
they
fucking
come off.
rocket ship. Watch the video of Trevor Reeser. His mask literally just it like took off, like it catapulted
dude.
up. You got Shane coming in, and yeah, they're literally a nightmare. And there's people say, oh, we had to have the chin strap rule because of the W. There's people running into each other at the W way before the EVSs, or way before that incident ever happened. People were running into each other all the time. John Reeves was running into people. John Reeves ran into someone almost
straight hit him,
straight
like,
up and
right
was
here.
fucking
Well,
banging people in the neck
like
and their
right
mask.
there with a barrel.
And no one had a chin strap on, and no one's mask fell off. The EVS is a dangerous mask. It is too big. It doesn't. I think personally, the EVS can fit on some people's heads, but most people's heads it can't.
I've never really fit a person who like thought it was.
Shane, you have a
small mask
fan.
or anything
Someone
like
said
that.
hi.
Oh, hey,
We got a guy that
Rapper.
I think the bottom line is that just the EVSs, they was just, especially because they rolled them out with the
Let's get
the
some.
HUD display. It was a failed launch that like no one used it. It was too expensive. It was pointless if other people didn't have it. The mask was too big.
So
and
if
it
you
had
guys want to
issues
call
falling
in,
off.
you guys can call in.
But as a referee,
because
I
we're
like
just
it.
rambling. We're talking a lot. So we'll have Will on here first.
Will Zmansky or is
Will Frant. What's
Oh,
up,
never
dude?
mind.
Can you say something? Hold on. Let me make
Bless
sure
you.
that this is
Sorry.
actually like set up right. Oh wait.
Oh.
Yo, Will, say
Hey,
something
Jack
now.
Slayton, I want to know what happened to the real podcast
Oh well,
setup.
fuck. That's
Fuck you, Jack.
What did Jack say?
I don't know.
What real
Um,
podcast setup? Isn't this it?
Oh wait, hold on.
This is a very
Oh,
good podcast. Yes.
No one got here early enough. I was actually late to the podcast.
I was actually
Everyone was
almost
late.
on time for once, and I still beat everybody else.
I'm here before. I'm usually here.
I was 15 minutes late.
It's not the most professional at the moment, but don't worry, it will be here once we get it fit. That's why we have Miles and Shane here. We're gonna start fixing some stuff up. All right, Will, what's up, dude?
Hold on. Not to interrupt, at Big Boy Blake, you call into the team Snapchat.
Team Insanity PB, add us up if you guys want to chat. All right, Will, what do you got for us, my guy?
What are we talking about right now?
What would you say is the worst paintball company out there? It doesn't have to be necessarily markers or anything, but just in general.
Jack Slane, don't leave yet.
Azodin, definitely.
Who?
Azodin.
Azodin. All right, why would you say Azodin's the worst? I'm not disagreeing.
About a month ago, I had somebody over to play paintball with me because I kind of live in the woods and the closest field's like 2 hours away.
Okay.
And we started playing, and we get about, he gets like 5 shots in, and it's boom, 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 boom.
Yep. Yeah, they go down. Yeah.
I liked the sound effects.
And we didn't get to play because the gun is absolute shit.
What
marker
Azodin
was
is
it?
Yeah, which one is it?
It was the Bliss 3.
The Blitz. Good old Blitz. Nick had the Blitz.
I had the Blitz original. That boy was a cannon, but I literally used it for probably 2 years straight and just oiled the bolt. I didn't really clean it.
All right, so what would you say is your favorite paintball company, or what you would say is your best paintball company overall, the best?
Probably Die.
Okay,
So,
there we go.
yeah.
Die's back on the board again.
That's
Why
4.
would you say that?
Well, I know most of them. I've never seen somebody have a problem with them, or not a bad problem, something that wasn't fixable within 30 minutes.
Right.
And then I shoot a proto, which is Die, basically.
Okay.
And then, like, there's just never a problem with them. And then I know Planet Eclipse is probably better just gun overall, but everything else.
See, I can agree with that. I can Planet Eclipse makes great guns. I'm not knocking them. They have great they have a great spread of stuff. They have the E-Tech, or they have the E-Tech's terrible. They have the ETHA and the G-Tech. And then on top of that, then they have the CS series, which isn't my favorite over the die guns, but a lot of people enjoy them, and they shoot great, and they're awesome tournament guns. And overall, yeah, I mean, Planet Eclipse is definitely a contender, and I think we're definitely overall, I think a lot of people are going to be going back and forth between Die and Planet. And then this guy's saying LV1 opinion. Nick has an LV1. They're solid. I mean, there's a reason why there's not an LV2 and there's only a 1.1 because it's fucking amazing.
What did they change? The transfer tube, right? On
What?
the LV1 to the LV1.1, they changed the transfer tube.
Yeah.
And then
Oh no, the
internal
transfer
shit.
tube is still there.
Oh.
But it's different. Yeah. Wait,
Who's parking at the movie theater?
Anyways.
No one wants to buy your GT.
Brass Eagle. Oh man, Brass Eagle's bad, but see, they sold shit for $20. Like, what the fuck do you expect for $20?
You can't even be mad when that breaks out.
Right, like when you buy a $20 gun, like what do you expect? Like at that point, like
And a $5 pod pack.
right, like what do you expect? What else you got to add, man? You have anything else you want to talk about?
So when I was trying to get into paintball, I of course started with a Tippmann, but like it was birthday parties and I got my own gun.
Yeah.
And then I completely ignored y'all's videos, and I went ahead and bought all the crappy stuff and all the cheap stuff again.
How dare you?
Oof.
So instead of it taking me a year to actually get some good stuff, it took me about 3.
Okay.
And in my most recent jump, I went from a Tippmann with a terrible electric popper, and then actually I think I still have it. It was tank. I wouldn't have bought their tank. To I got on Facebook, paid $130 for a rail.
Okay.
I think
Great guns.
Reflex with the die cam, which looks pretty sweet. And then I ended up getting R2 from a friend.
Solid setup.
Yeah. Reflexes on the rails are fucking nice.
Definitely don't make the jump from crap to slightly better crap to actually good stuff.
Right. No, I definitely feel that, man. I mean, that's awesome. At least you're still up in it and you're still playing a lot.
Yeah, you
that's
gotta
the
learn the
V16
hard
bolt.
way sometimes of what
I
to
think
get.
I'm going tomorrow, actually.
So, but yeah, man, that's good to hear. So we're gonna get some other people going, get some other callers in. So, E-Tech 4 opinion,
All right.
worst fucking gunplay Eclipse has ever put out. Thanks, man, for calling. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, see you.
All right, bye. All right, so E-Tech 4, if you guys want to call in, feel free. I'm
Talking
gonna
about
add a few
jackhammers.
people. Oh yeah, so the E-Tech 4 when it came out was garbage,
Absolutely.
absolutely garbage.
Nick died.
Oh,
So we're yo, turn that off.
yeah, you shit dick.
Okay, so where would you place? So we were before we got off topic. I mean, we didn't really get off topic.
Like we were playing Eclipse. I
Now,
think you
we were
said
starting to
I think
talk
you said
about Empire.
Yeah, I think we're getting Empire.
So I don't place Empire in the top 3. And the reason why is because just like you guys said, what the fuck has Empire done? Like in the last few years. They Empire and GI Sports. GI Sports LVL hopper is not that amazing. It's not that good.
I think you're
The
about to talk
6.
about
Right,
the
Vladimir.
reg.
So what's so good about the 6? What's so good about the Mini GS other than the price? Would you buy the Mini GS over the Etha 2? I wouldn't. I wouldn't, or just the Etha. I wouldn't.
GS over the Ether. Hell yeah.
Over the Etha, yeah, but the Etha 2, not a chance. Not a chance.
I
We
do
talk
like
about
the- I do
MacDev.
like the
MacDev
GS
just
though.
floats. They're kind of in the middle. They're not amazing, but they're not like shit. If you want to seriously buy this, I would probably sell it for $600 with everything that it comes with, because it's fairly brand new. But I really kind of want to keep the
really interested.
What'd you say, 600?
600. Yeah, but it's a GT. It is kind of Nick. You don't have to put that in
You
the
can hear
chat.
it.
Oh, dude, I'm just putting it for everybody else.
They can hear it too.
Because
I'm trying to sell this man's gun for him because it's just been sitting on the
How
shelf
about
since he
you
bought
pay
it.
attention to the dude asking you questions?
Dude, he's like, "Rip Nick, are you cracked?" No, I've been up for like way too long.
Fair enough. You've heard it here first, Nick. But so Empire, so here's their awesome $1,000 marker. It still has the original ASA. It doesn't have that amazing of a trigger. The body is like fucking. It got heavier from the Vanquish 1.5. How do you make a gun heavier from the previous? The 6. I want to buy a 6 over the Shocker. Not a fucking chance. Not a chance, dude. The X came out. The X platform came out in like what, 2010, 2011. Not a chance. You got me fucked up if you think I'm going to pay $500-$600 for something that's been reproduced over and over and over and over again.
Nice, Nick.
Yeah, can I ask a question that wasn't really.
And so that brings me to the next point.
I'm doing
Lux,
Wood's job over here.
Lux and Shocker.
Oh, old me would have said Lux. New me would say, "Get your
Okay,
hands
Potter.
out of my Cheez-Its, boy." New me would say Shocker. And this is coming from someone. Remember how obsessed I was with getting a Lux too?
Yeah, bro, you were fucking all about that. Lux.
I saved up a lot of money to get a Lux 2.0. I finally got it, and I really loved it when I had it, but it just had like the inconsistency of shooting a Lux in Michigan can be rough sometimes. And so like,
But you haven't shot the Lux Ice. Oh, you have.
Yeah,
You have.
I thought the Lux Ice was great. But I got my hands on a Shocker. It was like a whole it was like something I've never shot before. The size and the feel and the lightness to it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know why, but like I sold my Lux after that. I just didn't feel like doing anything with my Lux. The Shocker's been my main gun since then. And
The
so
Shockers are solid.
dude, they're great guns. They're so simple though. There's nothing like, it doesn't look like a like look at
It's
something
nothing
like
too
this.
crazy.
This looks like a kind of a crazy.
It's a fucking
paintball
space gun,
Yeah.
bro.
If you look
It's
at
a space
Shocker,
gun.
there's like almost 0 to none milling on it. It's just kind of like a little block tube,
But
but it's like amazing gun. And
The Rise
let's,
Max,
let's
yeah,
talk
the Rise
about the
Max is great.
anodizing on it because it looks pretty damn good.
Well, yeah, it looks pretty damn good, except when you actually look at it from out of the
Yeah, I
box,
saw
that there's
that.
an anodizing flaw that came from out of the box.
Hey, it sounds
And
like
I
it
got
came
the
from
wrong-
AS gear.
Well, yeah, that, and I got the wrong fucking barrel. I got the wrong color barrel. Here we go. All right,
Did you?
keep this dude entertained.
you
Yeah, I
replaced
got.
it.
Well, no,
Yeah,
originally.
I remember now.
Yeah, I got the blue on blue barrel. What's going on, man? Dude, I got a P2. So once you're done,
Dude, hey.
Hey.
Austin Rang. No, I did not.
What you got going on, dude?
I'm playing Roblox right now.
Playing Roblox? Dude, I got that.
Roblox is pretty
Dude,
funny.
I'm with the boys right now. Want to say hi to the boys?
Dude, I'll say
Yeah,
hi to the
boys.
boys.
Hi.
Yo, what's up, boys?
Oh, shit. Oh,
I know the feels of
Yeah.
being. I work in hospital as a nurse. Hey, man, I'm going to nursing school. That's awesome. Have any of you guys ever tried O'Hare Paintball in Chicago? No, but I hear it's awesome.
Does O'Hare just own everything in Chicago?
Yeah,
There's
I
the
hear
O'Hare Towing Company, the like record,
O'Hare's great. I
emergency
guess.
services, the airport, and now there's paintball.
We were gonna blow up the M2. We were gonna blow up the M3, but it just didn't really work out the best way. That we had to find a safe way to do it. And when we wanted to create the video, because we had to do it in between, like we were trying to film it to where it wasn't like wintertime. It was starting to get cold and starting to be wintertime. So
And when push
You're
comes to
gonna
shove,
Yeah.
our
I'm gonna blow
open
up
fields
it.
were there.
yeah, I mean we have a bunch of tannerite, so maybe it'll happen. What the fuck you doing in there?
Dude, just make sure to have your finger really close.
I mean, I've got what is that? 8 pounds of tannerite? Is
Where
that
you get 8 pounds?
Dunham's.
I got them right at Dunham Sports, bro.
Dunham
They had them on
dude.
sale, bro. I got it for like 12 or 13 bucks. Oh yeah, so I have 4 pounds total.
It is stupid easy to get explosives.
Dude, it's I got it for I got both of these for under 25 bucks.
What would happen
with
if I
tax
like
and
shook
everything.
this up and put these red packets inside this white stuff?
Nothing. You have to have like a bullet penetrate it.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Sounds gay.
Throw it at it.
Yeah, that's why you can sell tannerite because both of them are not explosive.
It requires a gun.
It
they are
it
a stable
requires
substance.
they're both stable until they're both mixed. But anyways, so what'd you call in for, my man? What you got going on?
Dude, I got out of school today and yeah.
All right, fair enough. Where would you place the paintball companies? Who would you say are like some of the worst? I got to pee, so you can talk to Nick and Jacob.
I didn't hear the question.
Hey, we got some guys saying he's 69. Yeah, can you repeat the question?
I didn't hear the question.
I didn't either.
What do you ask you?
People like screaming in the background back here.
It's Jacob's fault.
Shut up, Shane. Hey, what was the question?
What the first paintball company are?
All right, let's hear it. What's your opinion?
That's debatable.
A lot of people are throwing a Zodin and
Yeah.
Spider and stuff like that. I came in here hating on Spider, and I kind of had to take that back
Yeah.
because I realized that they don't
I would say
deserve it.
Defy than Spider than a Zodin, just because of my.
What's
use of
your
them.
hot take?
What's my hot take?
Yeah.
What are you watching?
Because I suck up and what's the name? Jack Woods is my dad.
Mm. So Planet Eclipse, you'd put at the lower tier of that.
Hey,
Of the best guns or the worst?
what's up?
I don't know. I don't have the stuff.
The best company, I guess. You'd say.
Best company. What would you put as your worst? Who do you hate? Who eagerly disappoints you, other than yourself?
For being honest.
Jake, your
Empire probably.
Empire. Oh,
Oh,
why Empire?
Ouch.
putting them at the bottom. Get the fuck out of my seat, yo. Put them at the
Yeah,
bottom.
what's with
All
the
right.
what, Empire hate? Please describe.
The 6 called is not worth $100.
Okay.
Shit.
I 100% agree with that.
Max Pro.
Okay.
Axe Pro.
See, but I still like
Ooh,
the Axe
get
series.
Jack
But
Slayton up in here with that.
I-
Should tell me
I've
again.
never shot a or the regular axe. I've only shot the mini, but I'm thinking I would assume that
it's
it's
tequila beer.
It was good for, like,
I don't know. I feel like the Axe is just. I don't hear a lot about the Axe. I don't see it like. I don't see.
Because
a lot
it's the
about it.
same shit
I
rebranded
know.
over and over and over again, and they just keep trying to sell it for higher and higher price. When the original Axe came out, it was sold for $400.
And it's still It's still aimed.
It
for,
was
like,
phenomenal.
I
Now
know,
it's like $600-700
for the Axe Pro, and it's just a wider
for the
grip.
6.
Remember how we had the extension on the
Yeah.
GS? It was basically like an Axe Pro at that point.
It was.
the new frame.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had it with the new mech frame.
Yep. I think we did a video on it and we put it on
We
it.
did.
And it was like shooting
shot
Max
great.
Pro.
It was awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
But
The
no,
gun-
we
it
put
looked-
the
it-
new mech frame on the Mini GS.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it looked like an Max Pro.
And it was
felt like an
solid.
Max Pro.
It did. It
It
felt.
looked
solid.
a little weird because the frame went there was space between the barrel and the frame, but that was it.
Ooh, Jacob came out with a good question. Okay. Would you rather have the Velkin Code or the Azotin Blitz 3?
Which one's
What the
about
fuck is a code?
The code
Is that
looks
the
like
mini copy?
looks like the Mini GS.
Oh, the Blitz.
I know what the
Just because they're
Oh
not.
man, I would go with the Code personally, but man.
Like one kid said
Dude, I
that
don't
the
know.
Blitz 3 was fucking.
Hey, so far Dye is in the lead. So of all the top
It's not
companies,
shocking
Captain
at
Canada.
all.
Okay, so what would you say is the best paintball company, or did we already ask you that?
we did.
Is my thing on?
Think of
No, I was looking.
Planet Eclipse.
dude, Jack
Planet
Wood.
Eclipse.
I fucking had.
Jack Woods, you're gonna put Planet at the top.
Jack Woods? Is that my cousin?
I mean, because let's be real here, they're like really fine. You know what I mean? Like you can really just take a punch, put that gun out of the box, and just fucking shoot it. Like, you know what I mean?
That's
You
maybe
don't
with
gotta-
mine.
Like,
Middle
I
and
can
upper
buy
management.
Like 3.5 right now. Take it out, use it, shoot just fine.
Thanks,
Like,
buddy.
yeah,
I'll
I'm
appreciate that comment.
Like, it's still fine.
Fair enough.
Dude, and like 3.5s are going good on the used market, bro.
3.5s are fucking solid, dude. I have a 3.1 and I have a 3.5. I'll never sell it. Both have IV cores.
I'm looking,
Amazing.
dude. I find any LB ones. None, zero. I'm trying to find an LB one, but I can't.
Because a lot of
Okay,
people are
fine, yeah.
holding on to them, and the resale started to spike back up on them a little bit.
Really?
The LV 1.5. Get
Oh.
the fuck out of here, Nick. But no, man, I can definitely respect the opinion of saying that Planet Eclipse is at the top. They're definitely my top two for sure. They're definitely up there. And yeah, I would say Lux is personally like my favorite shooting gun overall at the moment. But in terms of
I wanna try
overall,
the
like, because
ice.
that's
You
what
like
this
ice?
guy's coming out. Yeah. I love the Lux Ice, honestly. Lux Ice shoots phenomenal. So does the DSR. But man, that Lux Ice, it shoots phenomenal, man. It has a great barrel on it. It doesn't have any weather. It doesn't have any weather issues. I shoot the Lux
The
Ice over a
2.0
lot of them.
The 2.0 is shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The 2.0 is garbage. And I always said, and I said for the longest time, I was like, hey, I'm not going to own a Lux 2.0. I'm like, never. Does the Lux 2.0 shoot better? Probably not, because the thing is like maybe it shoots a little bit smoother if it's really broken in. I can definitely see someone saying that. But overall, as a whole, the Lux 2.0, I don't think that shoots better just because of the sheer fact that the Lux Ice can shoot in any conditions for the most part, and it's more efficient.
Cam Klein, if you
I've
want the
only
thoughts
shot-
on the shocker,
I've
go
only
back
played
like 15 minutes.
with the ice like at like rec ball because one of my do you know where Drop Zone is in Warren, Ohio?
Nope. What's Ohio?
Oh,
Ouch.
They're pretty flat. We can't see them.
No, I've heard of it though.
We got invited to go out to Drop Zone a few different times.
I used
for
the
an event.
owner's Lux Ice for like a couple of times, and I liked it. I personally liked it. The
Okay.
grip frame, like he had the grip frame was like bent as shit though. Like it was so bent.
That's rough. But
I mean, it still shot though. It shot fine.
yeah, good shit. Do you have anything else you want to talk about? We had a few other people calling.
I don't know, man. I mean, my
All
penis
right,
kinda
dude.
itches right now.
Say what?
My penis kind of itches right now.
Dude, you gotta itch that
Yeah,
shit,
dude,
bro.
itch that shit.
Get
I'm
up in there.
itching, man. It's not
Get-
going away.
Oh,
you know?
Get your
You
homies
get
to help
itched up
itch
in
it.
school.
you might have to see a doctor if it itches too
Yeah,
much.
catch the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah,
or something.
depending upon what you have. You just want to make sure, that you don't have any, craziness going on.
They can go away while you're still young for the most part.
Hey, Jake,
Yo,
you want to pop a titty out real quick for the boys?
pop a titty out
For the
I can
boys.
pop a
Yeah, for
titty
the
out.
boys.
There it is. There's the titty.
Dude, you need to get on Xbox again too.
Yeah, bro, we can get an Xbox night going. We can
Dude.
definitely do a gaming night.
Do you
Yeah,
have a Switch?
Dude, I keep inviting you to parties, but you just fucking ignore me, and I send you messages. So I'm pretty sure you're going to.
no,
Probably-
I don't
When he's
actually
on
view
X-
my messages.
Well, you don't play Xbox. You just watch shit. You play
Well, yeah,
your
when
Switch.
I'm on normally it's half the time it's not me on Xbox. Half the time it's fucking Katie back there. When it's Katie during the day, she's watching like Netflix and Hulu. I'll play like Red Dead and like a few other things, but like I'm not like actively like gaming for like a bunch of things, but I'm definitely not like if you guys want to have a gaming night, just let me know. Slide up into the DMs, slide up in the Snapchat, bro. We'll figure something out. I have tomorrow's my day off, so we can definitely probably.
Oh, dude, we gotta do it tomorrow then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely down. What are you trying to play?
Roblox. We gotta run up for Roblox.
Roblox. All right. I mean, I gotta download it. I'll fucking send it. I haven't played that game in like forever, but.
Yeah,
All right, man. I got another dude calling, so I'll talk to you later, my man.
All right, love you.
All right, love you. Bye.
Let us know if you guys want to do a Switch gaming party too,
Yeah,
because then we can get on some Mario or something.
Well, I'll call you back since you kept calling. I've been seeing you blow this shit up. What's up, my man?
What's up?
Yo.
Oh,
Ouch, man.
Hold on. Before we get to this,
dude, that
hey,
boy
Drew,
got big.
who is better YouTuber, Matty Boy or Ronnie Dizon? Obviously, you're the best, so that's all right. I mean, you don't have to say that we're better. Personally, I have met Matty Boy in person, and I have met Ronnie in person. And overall, the thing that I like about Matty Boy and Ronnie at the same time is that they keep it the fuck real. And to me, because like we've always kept it real, like we don't sit here and lie and try to sugarcoat things. Matty Boy is just a fun fucking dude to play with. Like he's a really fun dude. He's funny, and he keeps it the fuck real. I like Matty a little bit more because I know him a little bit better and I've talked to him a little bit more. So, but I really like Ronnie Dizon's channel too. It's kind of hard, overall. Wait, what are you doing? Get out of here.
I was trying to thumbs up, but you can't. I guess you can't.
No,
do
you
that.
can't do that.
That's
What's
lame.
going on, man? So what do you got to talk about? Hey, Jason, you're next, bro.
First thing, thoughts on Virtue question?
Okay. I was thinking about Virtue earlier too. What do you guys have to, Nick? What do you have to say about Virtue?
Honestly, I like the masks that they have for sure. I like their speed feeds and the Spire.
I was gonna say I like their speed feeds.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you got to say about Virtue, Jacob?
I don't know. I don't really have a big opinion on them. They're just kind of there.
I don't know if you can like put them up top for like the best companies because they haven't been around for as long.
Austin, slide into the DMs, bro. If you're serious, hit us up on Team Insanity PB. Hit us up on the Facebook, and I'll give you an address. You can send it to us, and we'll blow it up with Tannerite. I got 2 pounds each for both guns.
As for
We could
Virtue,
send both, and then we could do another destruction test comparing a low end Tippmann gun versus a low end electronic gun.
We don't have a PO box at the moment, but if you have something that you want to send, I
Send it
can
to
I
Nick's
can send
address.
you my work address, and then you can send it to my work.
Good plan.
Hey, Jake, I gotta go. Thanks for taking the call. So,
Yeah, no problem, dude.
I mean,
Virtue,
props to
though.
the boy.
Virtue though,
We'll answer his question.
yeah, I mean, I'll answer I think Virtue has the best hopper in the game. The Virtue
Yeah, dude.
Spire 3.
I got the Spire 1 with the updated speed feed with like the plastic triangles.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
Plastic
the Spire
tape.
3. The Spire 3, I think, is the best.
I'd say
out there
the
by far.
Spire is up there. I really like my TFX. I used to really like the die hoppers. They kind of fell off after I found things that were better.
Lone Wolf out here, they're just hijacking it. Come see Mark and Caesar at the Jerky Den tent. So honestly, this is like actually like low key to kind of change gears. Since I had the opportunity to be here in Michigan and try all the jerky, Lone Wolf does actually have some amazing jerky.
They have some bomb-ass jerky.
They have some fucking amazing jerky. Oh, cupcakes in here. Nick still plays paintball.
Not yet this year, but it's coming up.
Jason,
Don't
you
worry.
can call us in, bro. Yeah, dude, the jerky. Even Vladimir had
The
it.
jerky is heat.
Dude, the jerky's solid,
It's
bro.
good jerky.
It's good shit. Honestly, I'm again not sponsored. Boop, not sponsored or anything. But yeah,
Not
dude,
endorsing either.
the jerky is solid.
Lone Wolf's got that meat.
All right, Jason, what's going on, my guy?
Not too much, my guy. You?
Oh, just fucking chilling. You're Canadian, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Fucking
Hey,
A right there, bud.
You watch where are you from? What province?
Nice.
I'm from Ontario.
Okay, good shit.
Do you know George Machanos?
Say that again.
Nick, just because he's Canadian doesn't mean he
Dude,
knows
George knows fucking everyone.
We know
somehow.
one Canadian,
and he knows everyone in America.
He
so
actually does.
assuming he would know you, George Machanos. He's got like a mole on his face, like right there. That's the only way we can describe him right now.
Anyway, continue with your Canadian
All right,
question.
never mind.
Here you go. Here's your ball.
Yeah,
You
dude,
wanna
swing
add
by
to it?
Lone Wolf. It's great.
Want to add to it?
Nah.
So, anyways, what's going on, man? What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about what the topic?
Sure, whatever rolls with you.
All right. So, well, actually, first off, since you're Canadian, do you watch the Nelk Boys channel?
Yeah,
All right,
sometimes.
dude.
Depends
Best
on the day.
best
Depends on the day.
best prank channel in the game, honestly, because they don't fake their pranks. But anyways, what would you say is at least one or two of the worst paintball companies that you had to say?
Oh, I didn't mean caps lock.
So I'm gonna have to go back the other guy with Empire.
Okay, why is that?
Probably
So you're gonna go to Empire. So you're gonna place Empire lower. Are you talking Empire and GI Sports or just straight up Empire?
I'm gonna go Empire and GI.
Okay. Okay. That's big coming from a Canadian because GI, man, you got that's in your blood, bro. That's GI Sports right there. Good old Canadians.
You see, GI is fine because of their paint, but the rest is kind of just garbage.
Oh, see, I
In
hate their
my-
paint. Most of the time.
But you see, we don't have Falcon and all this beautiful stuff that you guys have down south. We're stuck with GI is what our field can get.
Okay.
And for us to practice as a team, what the cheapest paint, not the cheapest paint, but the cheapest, price we can get to go out every weekend.
How much is the
It's gonna
case for
be
you?
with So at the field I play, if you want a rec ball, it's like $165.
Holy
Jesus.
smokes. That's more than the guy that
Christ.
told us last time. It was
See?
like $100.
I'm
But-
with you, Cupcake. If you can't beat them, might as well sue them. Yeah, that's a fuckload of money. So why would you place
Yeah,
why would you
but-
place them at the bottom?
So the only good release I've seen from Empire was the Squish 1.5 and the Axe. Other than that, I thought everything has been garbage. You've been having Axe Pros come out of factory with a fucked up solenoid. You
Mm.
have mini GSs that are smaller than my hand.
Fair enough.
The 6 isn't even that impressive. It's loud.
not.
It's this and that. It doesn't compare.
No, it's definitely not, man.
And then
I can definitely feel that.
the LVL, man, it's
LVL is
it's just
trash.
a torque loader. That's all it is.
Dude, it's a
It's the
straight
torque
up
loader,
it's a
that's all it is.
machine. It's the machine. It's what machine the company machine that we placed at the bottom. That was their hopper. I got to shoot the machine gear. We all got to shoot it.
Did GI just remade it?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was fucking garbage, bro, and they literally changed like very very little things and it's still garbage.
No, I know you've compared it in your YouTube video not too long ago. And,
Yeah,
you
dude,
know,
it's
you're
straight
bullseye on it.
Yeah, the shell, everything about it's just cheaply made. But I feel you.
Also, one last thing I want to add: GI took over JT, and therefore the new ProFlex lenses are terrible.
Okay, fair enough. I have some
Right.
of the older ProFlex stuff. Nick has some ProFlexes. I
You see,
haven't
I
used a
love
lot
my
of their
Pro-
lenses.
No.
See, I've loved my
You
ProFlexes.
have
I have
ProFlexes, right?
one OG
Yeah.
lens.
He has
I've
blue
bought
and gray, bro.
6 or so of the new ones, and they cracked
Your
within the
mask.
first few days.
The blue and gray ones. They cracked.
Your ball sack one.
Yeah, right down the middle.
E-Flex.
That's E-Flex.
Oh.
No, but you have those blue and
That's a JT mask.
JT ProFlex.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry.
Idiot.
I was thinking E-Flex, not okay.
Don't forget
Yeah.
MacFed paintball with the brigade. With the brigade paint. Totally BS. Yeah. And they are trying to monopolize. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that.
I mean, it's working for him.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of is. But so who else would you say is at the bottom? If you had to pick two companies at the bottom. So you have Empire, and then who would be your other one?
Probably Spider, to be honest.
All right. Spider's coming out. He forgot what gear he owns. Bro, he literally forgot what fucking gear he owns, Cupcake.
I knew it was a JTF. I was thinking E-Flex and Pro Flex, and I got confused.
Nick, if you want to come for a live stream, man, get up in my just message me, dude. We'll get you on the show. We'll definitely get you Cupcake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Nick, let me know if you want to come. Well, I got a spot for you here, dude. You can just come whenever and we'll make a stream. But yeah, so you put Spider at the bottom. Okay, so who would you say is your top 2? Starting with number 2. Who would be your number 2?
Number 2, I'm gonna have to go with Planet, to be honest.
All right.
That's fair.
That's respectable. That's I think that's a lot of people's number 2 and number 1. But so far it seems like it's number 2. Why would you put Planet at number 2?
Planet 2 is I find is kind of very basic. It's just kind of taking the main drive terrain and then just adding bells and whistles. So you can buy the CS2 for like what, $1850?
Yeah.
And you can get a G-Tech for like $500 brand new.
Yep.
And it's just as good as the CS2, but it just doesn't have the plops and the
I agree.
design.
That is why I did not play. That's another reason why I didn't place Planet at my number 1, because again, yeah, they're coming out with the Gamma Core. That they should have kept the Gamma Core on their $500 and $800 markers. It's solid. It shoots great. It does shoot phenomenally, but it doesn't belong in the CS series. I don't think. Yeah, and Vladimir said it. You know, the 170R CS2, same shit.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
and that's why I don't own a
Also, the
CS2.
big thing- yeah. Also, the big thing is that apparently it was so tried and true with their, lower end markers that they had to slap it in their high ends. That makes no sense. They should have revamped the IV core, something like that.
That's
In
what I
my
was saying.
opinion, at least.
The IV core is it's by far the best thing that Planet Eclipse has ever put out, and they should have kept going on it. And I mean, I get it that they're trying to change and come out with new technology, but they could keep coming out with new technology and building on something that they already had.
Yeah, you see, I've owned a Geo 3 3.1 and then went up to a CS1.
It was a downgrade.
Yeah, but the IV core on it personally has to be my favorite gun from the Planet Eclipse.
Yeah, I feel that, bro. All right, so who would be number 1?
I'm gonna support your cause and go with Die.
All right. So this isn't. So
That's
again, we're not Die fanboys.
Mostly
so,
everyone.
That's 5-0 right now.
So why would you say Die? So as much as everyone's calling in and saying Die, we need to see a lot more Die gear on the field. So why would you say Die?
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I've owned my M2 for about a year now. So the
I have
first
2 of
two
them.
events I've owned it for, it shot itself for the first 2 events.
It did what?
So
it just shot itself.
It shot itself. Yeah, it just didn't want to work for my first 2 events.
Okay.
But then I went through a full teardown. Be sure to pretty much torque everything down, and then it works super minty. It's a back player. An M2 is a back player's dream gun.
I love it as a front player gun too. It works all around. It's just an all around workhorse. Like anyone can use it. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel that because I was a back snake player, and I had the UL with a stiffy whip tip.
Awesome.
And I just pointed, and my lanes went where it needed to go. It was phenomenal.
That's
shooting.
one of my favorite things about the Die guns, especially with the M2 and the DSR. The first time that I ever shot the DSR was in a tournament. The first time I ever shot the DSR in the tournament, I got a G with it going down the snake, shooting it in my right hand. I was literally, I slid down the snake, and I knew this guy was going to be coming. I posted down the lane, and I was moving down the lane, shooting with the gun sideways in my right hand. And I was literally just moving down the snake. And I look like Chad George or like Fedorov in the fucking snake, like going down the snake. And I literally just one-balled this dude in the face. And the photographers on the sideline just kind of all looked at me and they're like, all right. And I was in snake 2 right off the break. And it was exactly, I could hold the gun and I just knew where it was going. I knew 100% I was going to shoot this marker and this is where those paintballs are going to land. So I agree. It no matter what, it shoots fucking phenomenal, dude.
Yeah. Also, their milling and their NOs are just what have to be one of the best in the game.
I feel that. Yeah, this Reaper said it. Planet Eclipse is like the Toyota Paintball. Boringly reliable, good performance, good value. My opinion, doesn't have anything extra special that wows you like Dire Bob. I agree.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I shoot my CS1 because personally, that's just my workhorse when
Right.
it comes to getting down and dirty. But if I'm going, more for the looks to look more ag, I'm going with the M2.
yeah,
That's fair.
good shit. You have anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I have a question for you actually.
All right, bet.
So for the DSR, I'm not sure if you own any of the updated parts. If you do, how do you feel about it?
What updated part are you talking about? Like the feed neck, like the better feed neck and that kind of stuff?
No, they released a few different bolt tips and cans. I can't remember what the names are off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
because they came out with them in like that limited run anodizing, right? Well, I forgot what the name was. The S. Oh fuck. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't own any of
Give
it.
me a minute. I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah, Kurt Woods, pull that up for me. No, I'm kidding. We're good. No, yeah, I haven't actually used any of them yet, but personally, I like the DSR how it is right now. So, I mean, I think that it's a great shooting marker. So, I think anything that's also that's going to be updated, that's actually going to give it better performance, I think it's just going to make it that much better and that much crazier of a marker. Because personally, I like the DSR over the M3. That's just me. I really like that DSR.
You see, I wish I could give an opinion on that, but I've never actually shot a DSR. I've only heard them.
Mhm.
But yeah, when pros choose a DSR over an M3, you got a problem there. So.
Yep, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think the M3 is good, but I don't think it's better than the M2. I wouldn't choose it over the M2. I think the DSR is a great series, but they needed to keep the M series right where it was with a nice LPR. If they wanted to get rid of the LPR, they need to go to like an NT style like they have before. But
Yeah.
yeah, was that it? Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I got one last thing.
All right, bet. What you got?
For the pros this year,
Okay.
all-time favorite, who do you want to see win a tournament or the league this year?
Who do I want to see the league? Oh, man. All right, let me ask you, who do you want to see win the league?
Win the league, I kind of want to see Impact because obviously they're Canadian and all this jazz. But I really want to see AC win an event.
Okay, I think I can really respect that because AC does have some great killers, but yeah, they're kind of just haven't done much this year or this season, even like last year.
They had a good run in Texas.
They did, and they always do. They always have a great run in Texas, but they came up short still. I mean, the Russians are fucking murdering it, dude. Who do I think realistically is going to win? It's going to be the Russians or Heat. Personally, that's who I think is going to win. Do I want to see them win? No, I could see. Yeah, I think it would be nice to see AC win. But at my heart, I really like Infamous and I really like Tampa Bay Damage. I don't think Tampa Bay Damage is going to do a whole lot, but yeah, I overall I would like to see Infamous get back up on the board and start winning some events because they haven't done a lot. They have some new sponsors. I like how they're out there with Push. I love a lot of the Push gear, and I'd like to see Infamous start getting back on the board with AC. But I see a lot of the same top tier teams. Yeah, and TMG Outlaws. I think Outlaws are a great team too. But yeah, I'd love to see Infamous out there just smacking some people and some points, just skeleton squatting it up.
Yeah. So also NYX or Aftermath?
Aftermath. For sure. That's a fast answer.
Yeah.
If we're gonna say Aftermath versus Elevation, it's gonna be Elevation. That's because I know a lot of the Elevation guys.
I want to hear this.
So the Elevation guys are some of the most chill dudes I've ever played with because I've played with a lot of the dudes in Arizona and I've practiced with them. And personally, I love the elevation guys' their attitude. So me walking on the field as like a D4 / played some D3 and done some D3 tournaments. They didn't discriminate at all, and they were just like, oh, like, hey, who the fuck are you walking on with, like, who do you think you are, like, walking on with us? I was there, like, because obviously it's not my home state, so I was like there, and I was like, hey, I'm like, who am I gonna like play with? And they're like, dude, come run some points with us. So they're like, hey, go on the other team. Like, we don't mind. We'll run points with like legitimately anyone. They're very open, and they have they have one of the best work ethics out there. They're super down to earth people. They don't sugarcoat things, and they're very humble because a lot of them came from like nothing. A lot of them came from like a shitty fields in Arizona or like shittier fields in like that side of the states, and they've created a brand for themselves, and they've come up from a lot of nothing. And I think that's really, really cool. Where, Aftermath kind of isn't necessary. Aftermath kind of, but they're not as humble, I don't think. And they I don't know. I've never necessarily played with the Aftermath guys, but that's just my take on Elevation. I really like their dudes overall. They're a solid group of guys. So that's what I have to say about Elevation overall. They're great. And I mean, Dynasty's the same way. Like, I love how, like, even though Ryan Greenspan, like, and you have like all these amazing talent on Dynasty, a lot of them are like super, like, they're super out there with like their fans and like people that support them. Like, they don't think that they're better than anyone else. Like, they're always down to go out there and play with anyone at any time. And that's what I love about them. I hate seeing pros like think that they're above other players. And there's definitely pros out there that think like, I play in the fucking professional paintball league. Like, you need to respect me. Like, at the end of the day, no one gives a fuck that you play professional paintball.
It
like,
sounds like a celebrity that you know.
What?
Yeah,
Sounds
like,
like a
no
celebrity,
shade
you know.
to
Yeah.
NYX, but I feel like that's most of their guys right there.
Who?
You see them even on the NYX.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't really
And
get
you
into
see
that
them
with
also-
NYX, but yeah, that I just kind of like, I'm not going to drop a lot of team names, but they're definitely going to be one of them if I had to say. And I would definitely say there's definitely not necessarily some guys on the Russians, but there's definitely also a few guys on the Ironmen and like that I don't necessarily that I don't like as much either.
Yeah, but there's always going to be those hotheads in every team. So
100%. But yeah, I mean, and again, like Vladimir said, I like Kyle Spica, but I just don't like some of the attitude of some of the guys on the Ironmen overall, personally. So, but yeah, man, that's where we're at.
cool.
So, all right, I think we went over our time on the stream, so I think we're gonna end with you. So,
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
all right, thanks, bro. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, if you want to play Xbox, let me know.
All right, we might be playing tomorrow. Maybe I'll put out something where we're gonna be playing some like Roblox or some gay shit or something. All right, bro. I'll see you.
Peace.
So yeah, that's.
Oh, I butchered that.
I mean, that's a long. This is one of our longer streams.
It went pretty quick at the beginning throughout the whole thing.
I think overall this
I
is
didn't even
definitely
notice
one of the better.
Seemed like it
streams.
went pretty fast.
I didn't even notice how long it was. Like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about this again. Because this was a lot of people had a lot to say about this. So
yeah.
But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I think this is where we're gonna end it. Again, you guys can add us up on Team Insanity PB. If you have any other questions or anything, link in the description to the Facebook page. Feel free to PM me or anything like that. PM any of us, and we'll always answer questions. We're always open to that kind of stuff. Yeah. So Thursday.
Yep, next Thursday.
Follow the Snapchat if you want to know
More than
what
likely.
time and what we're doing things. Brad from Paintball ruined my life. Go fuck yourself. Just kidding.